I'm so excited to share this with you. My name is Tony Stewart, and today we're going to be talking about the secret tool used by Undercover Billionaire. Uh, it's probably no big surprise or secret at this point, but soon on season 2 of a show called Undercover Billionaire, Grant Cardone is going to be the featured undercover billionaire. And basically, the whole setup of the show is that what happens is he goes somewhere, they strip him of everything, and he has to start all over and build $1 million business from scratch. And the first year was I forget Glenn Hedges, I believe his name was. But anyway, it was awesome to see that put together. If you get a chance to watch the show, you can Google it, see the series. It's a great series, Undercover Billionaire. A lot of success principles in that series. But anyway, a tool, and we've been reviewing the notes I have from Grant Cardone's 10X boot camp that happened a few weeks ago. And as you know, every day he spent 2+ hours imparting different strategies and knowledge to the folks who are in attendance. And what I've been working to do with these videos is condense that down to about 5 minutes or less so you can get the goodies, but also make sure that you know that you can get the notes from that day from me by simply sending me a private message. So anyway, today he was talking about day 3. He's talking about accountability. And he said that a lot of times success is harder than you ever thought, but better than you could ever imagine once you've achieved it. And the key is, if you don't measure it, you can't move it. And what he means is you can't move toward it. And if you can't move it, you can't move. Again, what he's trying to say here is that if you don't measure the things that are leading you to that progressive realization of a worthy ideal, then you can't see what things need to be improved in order to move faster, move more effectively, move more efficiently. And if you can't do that, then you're kind of stuck. There's a gentleman by the name of Orrin Woodward who talks about a concept called PDCA, which is you plan something, you do it, you check your process. That's the accountability piece there. And then you would make adjustments, PDCA. And it applies to everything. This is not just a business thing. You can apply it to even weight, losing weight, getting in shape. There's a app called MyFitnessPal that you may have heard of before. And I personally use that app. And what I do with it is I track my weight as I'm working on my fitness journey. And after a period of time, you get graphs. You can actually see graphs of your weight loss as you move forward towards your goals and dreams. And the cool thing about that is you can see the progress you're making. If you had a cheat day, you can see the impact of the cheat day on your graph. It gives you that accountability. Grant says if you don't measure it, you can't move it. I've said it again. The more important the stat is, the more often you should measure that activity. So something that's very important is key to the goals you have. You might want to say, I'm going to measure this on a daily basis, definitely a weekly basis, but you don't want to get to the point where it's been a long time since you measured it and it gets away from you. He says, graphs don't lie, people and feelings lie. And we all know that we can all rationalize away things, but the graphs are very objective. Those who use graphs are always the problem for themselves and others. So again, the key is have the graph, have the accountability, keep the metrics. Going back to that whole concept of PDCA, when you plan, you might have an idea of what the metrics might be. You might have an idea of how things are going to work out. You do it, but then checking against the plan and then making adjustments. Think about that. That applies to anything. So anyway, he says, if it can change the condition or quality of your life, graph it. Hold yourself accountable. So take a few minutes today. Think about how that applies. What could you be graphing? It could be your progress towards anything. It could be your progress towards saving money for a purchase you're going to make. It could be your progress towards moving towards any goal that you can objectively put milestones in place and track your progress toward it. Tony Robbins says that happiness is a feeling of progress. So if you have those benchmarks along the way and you start hitting those benchmarks, I'm telling you, it feels good. That's why a to-do list can be a positive thing for you, because as you check things off of that to-do list, you're seeing the accountability of your actions. You're seeing yourself do the things on a daily basis that you need to do to move towards your goals and dreams. Well, anyway, like I said, I got a couple pages of notes from day 3 alone. As a matter of fact, there's this dude named Jesse Itzler who was on for an hour of this 2-hour session. Now, Jesse Itzler, I didn't know that name when I first heard it either, but let me give you a few stats on him. He's actually married to the lady who started Spanx. I forget her name, Sarah Blakely. He's married to Sarah Blakely. He's the founder of Marquis Jet. He's a partner in Zico Coconut Water. He's the founder of the 100 Mile Group, whatever that is. And he's an owner of the NBA Atlanta Hawks. So the dude has had some success, right? Well, he spent an hour sharing his success ideas with Grant and with everybody who is watching this 10X boot camp. Inbox me, send me a private message. I will send you the notes from that conversation. I think it goes along well with the things that we were talking about, the secrets that Grant uses, the Undercover Billionaire, to make things happen, the secret tool that he's using. It goes along well with that. So inbox me. Have an awesome day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye now.